Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at Belpre High School, where the Belpre Golden Eagles are going to take on the Parkersburg High School Big Reds. This is Joe Oliverio, and my sidekick tonight is Macho Bob Roberts. Really looking forward to tonight. Bob, it's kind of cold out there, but it's pretty warm in here, isn't it?
Joe, this little Joe Garrett court is cozy. The confines are tight. Both teams are warmed up. There's going to be some good up and down action in here tonight.
You said that. PHS record overall 1-5, and basically they've yet to play a home game. Their first home game is going to be on January 16th. So they're 0-2 on neutral court, 1-3 away under the coach first-year Phil Wilson. We got the Belpre Golden Eagles sitting at 4-5 in the Tri-Valley Conference. That's Ohio Division 6. Basically, they're 3-2 at home, 1-1 away, and 0-2 neutral. So they're sitting at 4-5. Thing we've noticed, and like you said, you look here at this thing with the schedule. PHS is at Belpre. Then they go on the road again. No, at home versus St. Albans. Yeah. Belpre has gone through a gauntlet. The coach Lazier said they played Marietta, got beat 59-22. Played the Warren Warrior Nation, got beat 74-48. Played Athens, so they've had a tough time. And
well, the good news is, Joe, that they've played some good, solid competition.
They have.
What I know about this Big Reds team, I called the game against Parkersburg South. Parkersburg South was up 17 or 18 in the first half, but PHS kept it really close in the second half when Nate Rodriguez took over, was driving the ball, dishing, kicking, putting it up on the rim. He played I'm excited to see what Nate Rodriguez does tonight.
See what he does tonight. Yeah, you and I were on that game together. Got national anthem getting ready to be played. We're going to let you listen to the national anthem.
For the tragedy that is occurring in Los Angeles. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country to defend these freedoms, you're invited to please rise and remove your hats while directing your attention to
National anthem.
with the playing of our national anthem by the Belpre High School Band, directed by Mr. William Mandel.
Started before the national anthem with a moment of silence for what's going on out in California with the fires and what happened in North Carolina with all the flooding and stuff that's going on there. National anthem played by the Belpre High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Bill Van Pelt. Getting ready for the introduction of starting lineups now.
That band, that's your niche, isn't it, Joe?
Band, yeah.
Right.
Time for starting lineups from the Parkersburg Big Reds. Number 1, Zane Lewis. Number 2, Isaac Daly. Number 25, the quarterback of this team, Nate Rodriguez. Number 5, Quentin Wilson, coach's son. And number 20, Chandler Jackson, brings on the starting 5 for the Big Reds. And now Golden Eagles starting lineup. Number 3, the senior, Nazea Spencer. Number 13, junior, Hayden Tabler. Number 14, a sophomore, Malik Curry. Number 3, freshman, A.J. Copeland coming out. And then his senior older brother, 24, Chris Copeland. The Copeland brothers starting for the Belpre Golden Eagles.
And the Copeland brothers, the offspring of Kurt Copeland, who was a player on this 1993 runner-up team for the Belpre
Oh, they
Golden
got the
Eagles.
banner, the sign hanging down there. You're right.
And also coached by Joe Garrett,
Joe Garrett.
who the court's named after.
Joe was a class act. He was a class act. Enjoyed working his games in here. Referees for tonight are Frank Ennis, Bill Wilkerson, and Jared Kiggins.
All right.
Looks
we
like
are about ready.
Jared's going to toss the ball center court. It's pretty tight in this gym. Tip one by Belpre, and Spencer coming down straight to the hoop. Nice block by Rodriguez.
And we see some contact with that wall at the baseline already.
That
like
wall
we said,
comes in close, doesn't it?
very tight confines around the perimeter of this court.
Malik Curry to inbound the ball, gets it quick into Copen, dishes it back out to Spencer. A little bit long.
Brought down by number 2, Isaac Daly.
And you know he's going to get the ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to drive hard to the hole. Not wasting any time with that action.
Too strong. And you're right, Joe. The dimensions of this court make this game so much faster.
It does, Bob, and that's the kicker. It's so small and it's so tight. It's kind of like you get a rebound, you go to the outlet, and all of a sudden you're at the division line. You make one pass, now you're foul line. And we'll see how Big Reds do that because they're used to that bigger court and bigger play.
And that's going to benefit one of these teams, but it's undecided which one.
Chandler called for a travel call. It's like he wanted to go to the hole, but then he saw an open man underneath, so he dished it off that way.
And also, there may not be as many people here as some of the games we do, but it's equally as loud.
Equally loud within that. Full court press.
Number 14, Malik Curry, good job splitting the double team there.
Offensive
Contact
foul.
underneath, and that's a charge on Malik Curry.
Malik picks up his first, team first.
Who's going to break the ice first, Joe?
It's still trying, man. We're 1 minute into this contest. Rodriguez bring the ball up. Looks like Big Reds are trying with their size. And looked like a double dribble, but that's okay.
You were also an official, weren't you, Joe? You were a basketball official.
I was like, okay, how'd they miss that one? But they're doing okay. Oh,
Big time physical play here in the middle of the lane.
Tabler bringing. And the ice is broken with a Malik Curry drive to the hole.
And Malik Curry has proven already early in this game he can get to the paint. He has a nice, quick first step.
Oh, nice dish and go.
And has done a good job splitting defenders to get to the bucket. And here's the Big Reds battling on the offensive board. And another miss
bounce
off the iron for Quentin Wilson, for Chandler Jackson, I should say.
You knew Rodriguez was eyeing that one on that long court pass across the way. And good job.
There's Quentin Wilson, number 5 for the mid-range jumper. About a little 16-footer. Coach's son is on the board. Game tied at 2.
A.J. Copeland to inbound it. Once again, the freshman there. Let's see how he reacts to that inbound. No problem getting it into Spencer.
Too strong off the glass. And the
Chris
putback.
Cope, an easy putback.
These Copen brothers working well together down here.
No, we got a foul on 14. Malik Curry picks up his second. Did not need him to pick up 2 quick fouls.
No, that was a little cheap one, too. I didn't even see it, Joe. Again, across midcourt comes Nate Rodriguez. Quick drive to the basket, kick out to the corner. Short, rebounded
Almost
by
got his
Chandler
own
Jackson.
rebound.
He hoists one off long iron.
A.J. Copen to bring the ball up. Trying to work it to the middle.
And here come the Big Reds on a fast break. Another bucket for Quentin Wilson. That's 4 points for the coach's son.
Quentin's got all 4 PHS Big Red. Asking number 2, Isaac Daly, tuck your shirt in. Just doing what they're supposed to do.
And another turnover. Here come the Big Reds. Quentin Wilson on the wing. Quentin Wilson down into the paint to number 1, Zane Lewis. Ball tipped away.
Foul on Chase Mays, that's his first. Belpre's third. No fouls yet on the Big Reds.
Rodriguez to inbound under the bucket. Up top to number 2.
Quick shot, quick
Isaac
dish.
Daly off iron, brought down by 24. Chris Copen.
Copen on his way.
And boy, these Belpre Golden Eagles, they're playing fast, taking advantage of this small
They're taking
court.
advantage of it. And it feels like they understand their court and what it can do to benefit them.
Yes, sir. My eyes are having trouble keeping up with this action.
Well, good thing we got some good camera people. We can see that corner because where we're seated, it's not working out. So Ava and Evan, thank you for getting us that view. 2-on-1 break happening. Is he going to
Isaiah
dish?
Spencer dished off to number 1, coast to coast. It
Easy.
falls. Belpre off to a very good start this evening. Ball tipped loose, brought down in the corner by number 2. Isaac Daly off long iron, brought down by Copen. Long dish to number 3, up on iron. Nothing doing. Big Reds on the run out.
3-on-1. Rodriguez goes back out to Wilson. Wilson follows his own rebound. Dish back. You know Rodriguez wants that. He's like, come on.
He's ready to pull one, and there it is.
And blocked by Copen.
I think Copen knew exactly what we knew, Joe. And these Belpre Golden Eagles are on the run.
8-4 here. 3 minutes left in the first period.
Rodriguez across mid-stripe, dishes down low, off iron, rebound. Zane Lewis with 2 misses. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Double whistle. Fouls on number 1, Chase Mays. That's his second. So the Golden Eagles have Malik Curry with 2 fouls and Chase Mays with 2 fouls. We're sitting there with Zane Lewis to shoot 2. Dribble, first one, swish. That's our first free throw for the night.
And once these players got running up and down the court, Joe, that size discrepancy I was talking about doesn't seem as evident.
Yeah.
These Belpre Golden Eagles are playing fast and they're playing tall.
Luke Anderson reports for the first time coming in for the Big Reds.
You see the elder Copen inbound on the baseline to the younger brother, and here comes AJ towards the half-court stripe.
You think they have some conversations around the dinner table about how to get the ball to each other?
Well, I tell you what, watching these 2 young men play, I'd like to see the old man get it in. Little left-handed jumper there brought down by number 20, Chandler Jackson. Here come the Big Reds.
Swings out to Wilson. Oh.
Maybe a little too unselfish there.
Yeah. That's when, the player goes to the coach, and the coach is like, listen, I know you're trying to be a good player, but you need to take that one in.
Yeah. Should have put that one up on the iron. And again, perhaps on
like
the
a
big
2-2-1 press.
perhaps on the bigger court, that unselfishness pays off, but on the smaller confines here.
Nice block, nice block.
And you see head
Jump
coach
ball.
Ryan Leisure is vehement that that was a foul.
Carson Moore, number 33, checking in for the Golden Eagles.
Nate Rodriguez across the midcourt stripe. Right wing to Daly. Daly, 17-foot
Daly
jumper
takes
off
a little
left
fall.
iron. Brought down by number 3, Neziah Spencer. Leisure. Coach Leisure.
That's right.
Another block by Quentin Wilson. Good
There
finish
you
there. 33, Carson Moore, the 5'10 senior, cleaning up under the glass.
Making his presence felt. Under 30 seconds.
In the box score, 10-6 lead, Belpre Golden Eagles. Heavy defensive pressure here by Carson Moore out on the top.
Woo!
Good footwork with those purple shoes. Another miss by the Big Reds. And Neziah Spencer off the left wing to Copen, 23 to A.J. Copen across the midcourt stripe. And that is thrown away, Big
turnover.
Reds basketball. I told you, Joe, it was going to be up and down, fast-paced, and it has been
Everything.
all of that.
Plus, too, like we were talking at the beginning, we thought when we came out and we saw the Big Reds have a distinct height advantage over the Belpre Golden Eagles. Does not seem to be impacting the Belpre Golden Eagles at all.
No, it does not. Chris Copen, the 6'3 senior, number 24, boy, he is really playing some good basketball and covers a lot of the court. And in addition to that, Carson Moore off the bench, the big boy, he's only 5'10", but he takes up some space in the paint. Here come the Golden Eagles. And that's Carson Moore for 3.
He
Rims out. Carson Moore knew he was going to pull it as soon as he touched the ball.
Chris Copen picking up his first foul. Oh, no, my bad, my bad. That is not on 24 Chris Copen. That's on 24 Sutton Stanley.
Chase Mays to inbound under the bucket to A.J. Copen. Air ball brought down by the Big Reds. Here comes Nate Rodriguez.
Got a lot of one shots and done. Both teams rebounding very well.
Little dish underneath. Easy bucket there for
Luke Anderson
Luke
picks up
Anderson.
his first. It's like he turned around and said, hey, I'm open.
Yeah, wide open. A.J. Copen to the bucket. Rims out, and he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Red 5, Quentin Wilson picks up his first. A.J. Copen picking up 2 free throws here. Count the first one. Hayden Tabler comes in, gives Chris Copen a little rest right here with under a minute left in the first. Misses the second one.
Nate Rodriguez
1
with
minute.
the board. Rodriguez right wing. They're dribbling, drives the lane, kick out left corner. 3 hoisted up, off iron. Touched by 2 Big Reds. Scrap for the ball. It's going to go to Belpre.
Out of bounds. 41 seconds left. Inbound. Back to Copen.
Nice
Back to
job
Hayes.
passing the ball through that press by the Belpre Golden Eagles. Now they're hung up at the top of the key. 13, left-hand drive down the lane, kick left corner. Blocked. That one was blocked by
Yeah.
Luke Anderson. There's that size advantage we were talking about.
Carson Moore picks up his first foul. It's just a body to take the guy to the out of bounds. Coach Lazier's telling him, hey, man, all you had to do was just stay. Your size will box him into that corner. You didn't need to push him out of bounds.
Yep, and a lot of
Shooting free throws.
hustle coming out of 33 Carson Moore there. Built a little more like a football player than a power forward, but he's getting it done out there.
Luke Anderson will shoot 2.
And this game, you're seeing these Belpre Golden Eagles, their confidence is really growing here early on.
And the longer they keep staying ahead, that's what's going to happen.
And one thing in a game that could end up being tight like this free throw shooting could.
Makes the second one. That's Anderson's third point. 24 seconds left.
Free throws could be the difference in the end. Here comes Quentin Wilson across half court, left wing.
Nice move.
And PHS getting some good looks here, just having a tough time getting these shots to fall.
Jackson wanted that ball out of bounds, but that wasn't going to happen.
Half court shot.
Oh!
Strong off the glass.
So we're at the end of one. Belpre Golden Eagles 11. Parkersburg Big Reds 9.
And Joe, I'm going to tell you, I think this small court, these confines, has given Belpre an advantage. They're very comfortable playing in here, and it seems a little chaotic and a little less organized coming down to the Big Reds end.
It does. It's like throwing marbles into a frying pan or something.
Right,
it's just bouncing all over the place. We are going to see, though, Malik Curry with 2 fouls as a starter. Chase Mays, 2 fouls. We've only got Quentin Wilson with 1 and Stanley coming off the bench with a foul over there. Q Wilson's got 4 points. Lewis has 2. Luke Anderson has 3. They only have 3 people scoring for the Big Reds. Nate Rodriguez is yet to get his first bucket.
And I believe he's only taken 1 shot, and it was blocked. So, but again, he's the quarterback.
He's the quarterback. He's dishing it off the running back and a tight end.
Yep, and he's doing what he does best. And that's kind of how he played in the Parkersburg South game, where he was a distributor early on, but come second half, he took the scoring on his own shoulders.
And Belpre, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in scoring. 5 have 2 and 1 has 1. So
very balanced. And I am impressed with number 24 from Belpre, Chris Copen. He is a fine-looking basketball player.
He got his rest, so now he's ready to go. Belpre will bring the ball in to start the second quarter here at Joe Garrett Court.
And there he is, Mr. Copen, and misses the easy one. Just left it a little bit short.
I think he thought there might have been contact, and when there wasn't any contact, that kind of takes your mind off of it.
Another 3 from the corner, and that one's good. 4.
Chandler Jackson gets his 3.
And those are kind of phantom 3-pointers for us down here, Joe. That's the corner that we don't have a view of. Good hustle picking up the loose ball there by 13. Maybe an inadvertent shot there by Hayden Tabler. That one was swatted away. Nate Rodriguez, left wing. Back top, left wing again. Chandler Jackson handling the ball.
Man-to-man defense by Belpre.
Back to the top to Nate Rodriguez. There was the drive we expected to see from Rodriguez. He got it up there soft. It came off. Luke Anderson went up for the tip.
Held ball.
Nothing there. Now we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow.
Big Reds.
Luke Anderson to Quentin Wilson. Quentin Wilson into the paint. Dishes right side.
Doesn't get the roll.
Copen, he's all over the place. 24, Chris Copen.
Nice
Here.
in.
Well, in the short time we've been in this second period, the Big Reds have taken the lead, and Nate Rodriguez stretches it to a 3-point lead.
Nate saw that gap between the lane lines and just took it right on in.
And that's when this team's at their best, is when Nate Rodriguez is handling the basketball aggressively down the lane and creating for himself and his teammates, and here he comes again. Little strong with that one. Rims out. That thing touched all of it.
Did not get the home court bounce off that rim.
Here come the Big Reds again. Right wing, Quentin Wilson. Long 3-pointer. Rims out.
And that's going to be an easy foul call. Luke Anderson's going to pick up his first.
Yeah, little inadvertent over the back. effort there by Luke Anderson. Again, good position by Chris Copen. The kid is a fundamentally sound ball player. How about Neziah Spencer's shoes right here, number 3?
Ooh.
Got the pink kicks on down there. Number 13 down here in the paint. He's got the same pink kicks on.
What happened to the day when somebody got the shoe deal and they bought them all the same?
Everybody
Every
wore
kid
the
had
same
the same
shoe.
shoes.
I believe Parkersburg South they all wear the same shoes. There was Zane Lewis on the run out, tried to go coast to coast. No dice. He will go
Lee
to the
Curry's
free throw
going to
line.
pick up his third. Bob, you probably find this hard to believe, but back in my day, everybody wore Chuck Taylors.
I believe it. I believe it.
There wasn't these great arches and these,
Well,
puff them up and get better support.
yeah, well, the football teams were still wearing leather helmets too. So
Good one, man.
Zane Lewis makes the first.
That's his third free throw in a row. Hopefully we didn't just jinx him on that fourth one.
33, Carson Moore back in the game for the Belpre Golden Eagles. Number 33, purple shoes down on the block. And you did, you jinxed him, Joe.
Sorry about that, Zane.
Chris Copen with another rebound. Here's number 3 into the paint, dish down low, tip corralled by Isaac Daly and stoinked off number 1. That'll be Big Reds basketball.
5 minutes to go in the second period. 11. Looks like the Big Reds 15. Belpre hasn't scored yet this period.
A floater in the lane, no good. Brought down by Luke Anderson. Back down the lane to Isaac Daly. Cannot finish.
A.J. Copen's going to pick up his first foul.
Isaac Daly to the stripe. I believe this will be his first free throw attempts of the night.
Yes, sir.
Strong on the first. And again, these Big Reds could have this lead stretched out if they could make a couple of these free throws. There we go.
And Daly gets his first point of the night.
And that stretches
Second
out to
free
a
throw.
5-point lead with 5 minutes left in the second. Kick ball. It's going to be Belpre possession at the midcourt stripe.
Got a timeout. That's always an interesting call. It's got to be an intentional act by the foot. Too many times, they'll throw it off somebody's foot, and the crowd will be like, "He kicked the ball. He kicked the ball." No,
Right.
It's got to be an intentional kick. So it looks like we're going to stay with us. Here we are, 16-11. Big Reds leading Belpre Golden Eagles. Fast-paced up and down.
Yeah, again, the dimensions of this court, not only does it make it tougher on the players, I guess, but it makes it tougher on us over here, Joe. I'm having a hard time keeping up with all this because everybody's just together.
Right on top of us. It's kind of neat, though, with these small gyms, like you said. You've got Belpre's got a student section. They're standing. They were just cheering with the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I was expecting to see Gene Hackman come through the door over here. Maybe bring Jimmy Chitwood in here. Maybe we'll play a doubleheader and Hickory can get the winner of this one. And Coach Lazier down here and imploring his boys to play with some passion, bring some energy, and continue to stay in this game. And again, PHS is at their best when Nate Rodriguez is slicing and dicing through this defense, getting to the lane, and whether he tosses his layups up there or dishes out, that's when PHS is really good. Scrap for the
Steal
ball.
by Wilson.
Here comes Quentin Wilson. Left-handed layup, no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line. That foul's on A.J. Copen.
His second foul.
And this Quentin Wilson, coach's son, number 5, Quentin Wilson, just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore?
6'2". He's got some maturing to do. He'll put some muscle and put some weight on that frame, maybe grow a few more inches. Again, Big Red struggling here from the stripe. And he misses both, but a big rebound by Zane Lewis. He puts it back up, and now he's going to go to the strike.
Big
No,
Reds
I
have been to the-
apologize. That was not a foul, tipped out of bounds.
Yeah.
My bad.
Big
Joe.
Reds have been to the foul line 10 times. They've made 5, so they're shooting 50% from the free throw lane. That was easy math. You like that?
I was hoping you could figure it out. There's Zane Lewis with the finish.
Zane picks up his 5th point for the night.
There's a kick
There
ball,
you
Joe.
go.
That looked intentional.
Referee Frank Ennis right on that. Chandler Jackson comes back in the game. Chandler Jackson.
Luke Anderson to the pine, or to the cushiony seats.
Nice block.
Good little defensive play, anticipation by Chandler Jackson to get the swat from behind. And here comes Quentin Wilson, dished underneath to Chandler Jackson with the finish. Chandler Jackson, the 6'1" sophomore, just a 10th grader. So PHS got him some young talent here with Quentin Wilson and Chandler Jackson, both sophomores, running alongside the 3 seniors.
Chandler Jackson picks up his first foul. You could tell Copeland was going to the hole at the top of the key. He was like, I'm going in.
And you wonder at what point in time does a guy like Chris Copeland just decide to be a little more assertive and try to establish his offense, because clearly he's the most effective weapon for the Golden Eagles.
And as aggressive as he's been in the paint, he doesn't have any fouls yet. Hopefully it didn't. Belpre gets a rebound on.
These guys are out here playing hacky sack, Joe. Quentin Wilson, pressured in the backcourt. Gets to Zane Lewis over to the corner. Somebody hoists a 3. Couldn't see who it was. That was Chandler Jackson off iron. And here come the Golden Eagles.
Yeah. Zane Lewis picks up his first.
And that's when Belpre has been at their best, is when they're out on the run.
Hey, the tough thing, Belpre's only got 1 point this quarter so far. Looks like Zane's going to pick up his second foul in. Yep, less than 2 seconds.
Carson Moore to the line.
Carson Moore at the line.
Rugby scrum on the floor. Here comes Chandler Jackson down to Quentin Wilson.
Great block.
Isaac Daly, and that one was stuffed. There's Carson Moore, hoists another one. Short, 3 with the rebound and the putback. Naziah Spencer with the rebound and the putback. And here come the Big Reds again. Luke Anderson across the midcourt stripe. A little behind the back, out of bounds, stays with the Big Reds.
Oh, the crowd did not like that. And
be Isaac Daly inbounding here into the backcourt to Rodriguez. And here comes the QB. Top of the key, waving him off, said he wants isolated, he wants to drive. Here he comes with the left hand. Off iron, tapped out. Ooh. Big Reds basketball.
Luke Anderson picking up his second foul. Carson 1 of 2 from the free throw line as of now. Gets 2 opportunities.
Looks like Matthias Williams down here at the table about to check in, pending this free throw by Carson Moore. Carson Moore makes the first. And here comes Matthias Williams in for Luke Anderson.
Rodriguez is really trying to plead his case with the official as to the amount of contact that he's initiating into the paint.
Yeah, and when he drives, he does drive hard, and there is always contact, but they're going to attribute some of that to his aggressiveness. So you're not going to always get those calls.
Carson Moore, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Basket weave out front.
Nate Rodriguez, top of the key, drive down the lane, right hand up on the glass. There's the foul he was looking for. You just really saw the forward lean on that one, Joe. He was going to make sure that he got the call that time.
He did. Spencer picking up his first foul.
And once he gets a step on you, Joe, you better foul him because he's going to the bucket. Makes the first.
That's his 3rd point for the night.
Lead back to 4. I expect that to increase from here on out.
I would imagine.
He seems like he's really cranked up his aggressiveness and assertiveness.
Count it.
A.J. Copen down court. Chase Mays in the corner. That's Carson Moore again. Back to Mays. And he is trapped in the corner. Rescued there by Neziah Spencer. Long 3. A.J. Copen off iron. Rebounded Carson Moore. Off iron, tipped again. Carson Moore with another rebound. The kid is relentless. He's relentless under the bucket. Number 33, Carson Moore.
7 points for Carson Moore.
He's not tall, but he is big, and he is playing way taller than 5'10".
And he's playing on this side of the basket. He's been on that far side.
And boy, every loose ball is an absolute scrum due to the size of this court. Neziah Spencer across the midcourt stripe. Belpre going fast.
Thanks, shot in. Copen.
A.J. Copen, the freshman.
3 points for A.J.
And just like that, 1 point ball game.
22-21, Big Reds.
Chris Copen with the kicked ball out of bounds. That's about the 7th kicked ball tonight.
Slightly under 2 minutes left in the contest, or in a half.
They could actually throw a soccer goal up on each end, and we'll just add a 4-point shot. Nate Rodriguez, right wing, spin cycle. Dishes all the way across the court to number 2. Back underneath to Matthias Williams. Back to the wing, Quentin Wilson. Drive, mid-range jumper. Rims in and out. Matthias Williams swatted
nice
from
block
behind.
From behind, Copen.
Chris Copen.
1-on-1. Too much.
Expecting that contact again, Joe, and he got olayed, and the ball just came in too strong.
Yeah. And we were talking about how tight that is on the sideline and the baseline. Basically, he was out of bounds when he got his own rebound, which then caused the ball to come back to PHS side. So tough thing now is going to be a spot throw in.
Sutton Stanley into the game for the Big Reds, number 24. See him right around the midcourt stripe there.
Minute 20 left, 22-21 Big Reds.
Matthias Williams down the lane, dished off.
Missed some bunnies under there.
They have missed some real gimmies here. And Chandler Jackson with the steal. Centered, back to Wilson.
Easy.
Back to Jackson, I should say. Quentin Wilson back to Jackson. Jackson with the finish, Wilson with the assist.
Under a minute left here, the second period. Oh.
Lazy cross-court pass over there, dangerous. Nate Rodriguez got a fingertip on that one, out of bounds, stays Belpre ball. Joe, question.
Looking for some, yes, sir.
After a made shot, high school basketball, can you run the baseline?
Yes.
Okay. I was watching the West Virginia game the other night, and they were having trouble inbounding it after missed shots, and the guy was just standing there.
Especially, they were trying to run 4 guys down and bring Javon Small back.
And I was like, why is this guy not running the baseline? All right, here we go. 3-point lead, Big Reds. 39 seconds left. Rims out, too strong. Belpre, rebound 13. Chris Copen with the tip, no good. And that was number 1.
Jace Mays picks up his
with
4th
the tip
point.
in. 1 point
25
game.
seconds.
Stolen by Chris Copen. Stolen right back. Tapped out of bounds, will stay with Belpre. You can hear the excitement in this gym, Joe. PHS had stretched the lead out to 5 or 6, at least 5, maybe 6. And Belpre has clawed right back in it to make it 1 point deficit. with 20 seconds left and senior Chris Copen at the line.
And there's that home court bounce.
And that gets us all square, knotted up at 24 with number 24 at the free throw stripe for his second. Off iron left, here comes Nate Rodriguez, 18 seconds. Big Reds can hold for the final shot.
You gonna put a quarter on that Nate's going to the basket?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he passes this ball. And that's why, Joe. He absolutely is the catalyst for this offense and for this Big Red squad.
0.2 of a second left.
And that may have been the toughest shot he's taken all night. Highly contested.
This is an easy inbound. It's got.
Oh, what a finish by Chris Copen! You called it, Joe. Did they call the bucket good? He calls the bucket good. What an effort by the Belpre Golden Eagles to knock this game up at 26 at the half.
Okay, we're here at 26-26. We'll go to break. You're watching CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and coming soon to Vienna.
Welcome to Smith & Company Vintage Market, where you can find antiques, furniture, collectibles, primitives, Wise Owl paint, gift ideas, and so much more. We now have 2 amazing locations with over 300 vendor spaces. 1301 Colgate Drive, Marietta, and now in the Southgate Plaza in Parkersburg next to WVU Medicine. Give us a call for vendor information and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Smith & Company Vintage Market, a charming blend of old and new.
We have been financial professionals our entire career and are deeply passionate about what we do.
Our mission has always been to serve our clients, offer the best services possible, and always strive to do the right thing.
We sincerely look forward to working with you and helping you plan your future.
North Bend Wealth Management will customize an investment path so that when the hills and valleys of life come your way, you are ready.
We operate as a family at North Bend Wealth Management, and you're part of that family.
When you call the Basement Doctor West Virginia, you know you've called the right place. We'll help you solve the worst problems in your basement or crawl space, from bowed walls, cracks to water, mold, and more.
Our experienced and well-trained crews will carry out the repairs, leaving you with a drier, cleaner, healthier, safer, and more energy-efficient home. Plus, you get a lifetime transferable warranty.
You can trust the Basement Doctor of West Virginia. Call now at 877-DRY-TIME or visit basementdoctorwv.com.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we're always looking for ways to serve our community, and we're happy to announce that we've opened our new location in Williamstown. Stop in and see the difference a locally owned pharmacy can make. We'll see you soon at Cox Family Pharmacy in Williamstown. We're trusted.
As your local real estate agent, I'm here to provide you with a wealth of information and resources to let your transaction go seamlessly from beginning to beyond the close. Allow me to partner with you as your real estate agent to achieve your goals.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty want to say thank you so very much for making us so successful. Buying or selling a home, we are your professional consulting real estate company with an office at each end of the bridge. Give us a call. See you soon.
At Fasteners and Supply and Mineral Wells, carrying items that are made in the USA means a lot to us. For us, it means we're supporting businesses that employ American workers. For our customers, it means you're getting the best quality products that are tested and proven to be of the highest quality from companies like Norseman, Bullard Abrasives, Morse, and more. We're now the first and only dealer in West Virginia with Gearhead's new fifth wheel grease. Made in the USA. We stock it at Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells. Check us out on Facebook or stop by today.
Every day people ask me, is now a good time to retire? Any day is a good day to retire if you have a plan, but you have to have a plan. For a lot of people, retiring is one of the scariest things they'll ever do. Stop in, and let's see if it can take some of the scariness away.
Call the Habitat Restore to pick up your big donations, drop off your small ones on Grand Central and 16th in Vienna, and help us build and repair. When you donate your gently used furniture, we put it through the heat treatment, price it, and put it on the sales floor. Our customers line up Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 4 to get a great deal and to support the Habitat programs. They get really excited when they find a great deal on furniture, appliances, or construction items. It's controlled chaos at the Habitat for Humanity Restore, but we hope you love it as much as we do. Call 304-HABITAT or find us on Facebook.
1910, the sprinkle is invented.
Eureka!
1923, the first donut is paired with a cup of coffee. 1935, donuts become a favorite of police officers everywhere. 1977, JR's Donut Castle in Parkersburg is born. Tuesday, January 14th, it's girls basketball as the Parkersburg Big Reds take on the Parkersburg South Patriots. Watch the game live on CAS 45, Facebook, and YouTube. Coverage is presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and coming soon to Vienna.
Welcome to Miller Prosthetics and Orthotic, where in the heart of the Mid-Ohio Valley, we don't just create artificial limbs and custom braces, we craft possibilities. Meet our dedicated staff, committed to your comfort and mobility. Our certified prosthetists and orthotists are experienced and capable, ensuring even the toughest cases are handled with care. Trust our scientific precision, utilizing advanced techniques like 3D printing and scanning. Are you an active above-knee amputee? Access our unique direct socket technology for increased flexibility and mobility. Walk confidently with microprocessor-controlled ankles and knees, enhancing stability on any terrain. Express your style with custom designs on your new limb or brace, and enjoy the versatility of adjustable heels. For our amputee warriors, discover support and resources at the Amputee Center, a local nonprofit. Take the first step towards comfort and mobility. Your journey starts now.
Are you ready to smile with confidence? Look no further than Premier Dental Group. We're here to make your dental experience comfortable, convenient, and truly exceptional. From routine checkups to advanced cosmetic procedures, we offer a full range of comprehensive dental services. You can trust that your smile is in expert hands. Premier Dental Group, where your smile comes first.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Belpre High School Golden Eagle Gym, Joe Garrett Court, with the Parkersburg Big Reds and the Belpre Golden Eagles. Tied, locked up, knotted up, even Steven, 26-26. For the Big Reds, Zane Lewis has 5 and 2 fouls. Quentin Wilson has 4 and 2 fouls. Luke Anderson has 3 and 2 fouls. Leading scorer Chandler Jackson with 7. For the Belpre Golden Eagles, Isaiah Spencer has 4 and 1 foul. Malik Curry has 2 points, but the big thing is he's got 3 fouls. A.J. Copen, the freshman, has 3 with 2 fouls. And then we saw Chris Copen come on late with 6 points there. The surprise is Carson Moore coming off the bench as a senior, 2, 4, 6, 7 points. And he's been hitting them from that far corner.
And doggone it, Joe, I was calling him a football player. He's a golfer.
That's what we hear.
He's a state qualifier in Ohio as a golfer, and he's going to college on a golf scholarship. And I guess he can really beat that driver.
I can imagine. Maybe I need to take a little golf lesson from him. Hey, we made the screen there.
Hey.
So I'd like to wave to everybody. Happy New Year. Good job, Denise.
Thank you. Hey, this has been a highly competitive game, Joe, and we decided between us that the dimensions of the court was going to provide an advantage for somebody, and it's a clear advantage for the Belpre Golden Eagles.
It certainly is. 30 seconds left, about to begin. Hey, we saw at halftime the Belpre Golden Eagle cheerleaders performed about 3 different routines. So they kind of kept the crowd involved. And then the pep band under direction of Bill Van Pelt played a little bit right there, right now.
And the dimensions of this court, Joe, leads to a lot of tipped balls, a lot of kicked balls, a lot of challenged passes that you wouldn't see on the bigger court. We're going to see how it plays out here in the second half.
Belpre inbounds the ball. A.J. Copen bringing it up. Let's see what transitions have occurred through halftime.
Belpre Athletic Director Jason Varner over here being very hospitable, making sure that we have all the amenities we need. And here comes young Mr. Copen off to the wing. Right wing, hoists a 3, off iron, tapped, rebounded by Belpre.
Zane Lewis comes down hard with that. Quentin Wilson, little spin with the right hand coming in, and we're pushing it again. No time to really set up a play.
13. Hayden Tabler with some good looks here early on in the second half, and nothing falls. There's A.J. Copen, gets it up soft, nothing, brought down by Chandler Jackson.
If they would hit that white box above the basket, that ball would have a greater opportunity of going in.
Something to consider, Joe.
Oh, nice.
There's a finish by Isaac Daly under the bucket. Looked like he was in a little bit too deep, but he contorted his body and got it up on the rim. And here comes Chandler Jackson on the run out. Oh, heavy contact into the wall he goes. That one's going to be on, it looked like Chris Copen.
I think you're right, and that's going to be his first, which the way in his style of play in that first half, kind of surprised he didn't pick up one. So Jackson's going to go to the line shooting 2. Yeah, Marietta, when they make a free throw, it's like this little sound that comes across. It's like, boop. That's it. Number. Kind of like a Mario Brothers theme or something like that, I think. Bringing Malik Curry over. Got a little, maybe hit in the mouth on one of those drives. Bleeding a little bit. Athletic trainer getting him fixed up.
Chandler Jackson misses, but rebounded by Zane Lewis, and that will stay.
2 big guys in that little coffin corner over there.
When I look down there, Joe, all I see is red and white swirling around. It's hard to pick up those numbers until they separate. There's Chandler Jackson, top of the key, over to Quentin Wilson. Looks over to the bench for some guidance. Over to the corner. Ooh. Blocking foul on 13, Hayden Tabler.
His first.
Nate Rodriguez inbounds. Over to the corner. Chandler Jackson, spin move, underneath, left hand attempt, no good.
Too far underneath. Coming out, Rod.
Trapped at the half-court line, dished off to Neziah Spencer. Underneath to Copen, stripped away. Here comes Quentin Wilson on the run out. Nate Rodriguez.
Strong to the basket.
And that's what
That's what was missing kind of in the first
That's
period.
what Nate Rodriguez is so good at, getting that ball up softly when he's traveling at a high rate of speed.
Malik Curry coming back in the game.
You've got to be kind of fearless to drive the ball that hard with that close wall right there behind the bucket.
I don't know that I'd go in. I think I'd be shooting around the perimeter.
All right, here we go. Malik Curry at the top. Isaiah Spencer, left wing, back down to the corner. Quentin Wilson attempted to steal. Isaiah Spencer, right wing, looking for somewhere to go with it. Close to a travel there. Chase Mays, top key, back over to Spencer. Inside to Copen. Copen with some footwork.
Loses the ball, got it back, easy too.
And you got to think, right there's your offense. You got to get the ball to number 24. Give him some opportunities. And he about created one for himself there.
Wilson will juke the guy off the court.
Quentin Wilson from
Puts
about 16 feet.
His 6 point.
5 point Big Reds lead. And they were listening, Joe. They tried to get it in there to Copen again, but defense was too tight. Here comes Belpre on the run out.
Golden Eagles Carson Moore coming back in, replacing Hayden Tabler.
Here he comes. Big Reds quarterback, Nate Rodriguez, number 25, drives down the lane, tapped out, and here comes Copen. Nice dish. Very unselfish play there by Chris Copen. That is senior leadership right there, Joe.
Dished it right to
Boy, it's raucous in here. The Belpre fans wanted the...
Nobody liked that call.
The Belpre fans wanted the backcourt violation. The Big Reds wanted the foul, and the Big Reds...
Tough thing with that one, that's
foul.
Malik Curry's 4th foul.
And again, you got to find some way to get the ball in Chris Copen's hand down here on the offensive end. Be that out on the wing, on the perimeter, or you get him down on the block somehow. But you've got to feed 24 the ball. He's your engine.
In action while we got this timeout, tomorrow we have the Parkersburg High Lady Big Reds going against the Parkersburg South Patriot Lady Patriots. So we did that rivalry week right before Christmas. So that's going to pick back up a little earlier. So that's Tuesday, January 14th, PHS versus Parkersburg South.
I believe PHS won the previous meeting, so maybe a little retribution for the Patriots.
Rodriguez with the ball, just to Wilson, back to
Isaac Daly. Drive, back to Nate Rodriguez, a top little weave. And again, short by Chandler Jackson. Ripped out of there, and here comes Copen on the run out to Neziah Spencer. He can't finish. Here comes Zane Lewis back the other way. It is up and down and fast-paced. It's like running a 100-meter dash on a 50-meter course.
Chandler Jackson, second.
Over to Carson Moore,
Moore in his corner.
Little short on that effort. And again, here come the Big Reds. Quentin Wilson, top of the key. Nate Rodriguez, top of the key. Little weave action. Isaac Daly for three, rims out. Nate Rodriguez goes high. Swatted by Chris Copen.
Got him trapped in the corner.
I cannot tell what to call it.
Belpre's called timeout, gets granted a timeout.
And that
was tough because I was trapped in that corner. Rodriguez really had him pinned between the baseline and the sideline, full done, and I think Coach Lazier knew there's no way out of that mix in there. So I'm going to call timeout.
How about Nate Rodriguez with the vertical to get up high and grab that rebound? See what he's listed here at 6 foot tall. I'd be surprised if he's all of that. But got a good set of springs.
Well, they say you got subtract an inch on what the program says and subtract 20 pounds.
Hey, when I was in high school football, man, they would add like 3 inches and about 40 pounds. Of course, we went 0-10 2 years in a row. So
when I got married, I was a $135. So my wife has done a good job putting a little bit of weights on this.
So that's why you were a band guy. Could have been a wrestler.
Couldn't.
All right, here comes Belpre down 5. 3:15 left, third quarter. And that one's stolen away by Nate Rodriguez. He's got his head up, looking down court. Cross wing to Zane Lewis. I'm sorry, that was Isaac Daly.
Back out front to Rodriguez, man-to-man. In the corner. Swish!
There's a 3 for
Luke Anderson.
Luke Anderson.
Picks up his 6 point.
Nice cross pass by Carson. I almost called him Carson Daly. Carson Moore. That was a dangerous pass, but that was a very crisp pass.
And he got through there.
Needled that thing through there.
Basketball hit the top of the backboard.
Isaiah Spencer picks up Nate Rodriguez. They cross the half-court stripe.
2:30 left in the third period. Sitting here 38-30, Big Reds lead. Dish inside, once again, Chandler Jackson on a roll.
Chandler Jackson doing a good job just being in the right place at the right time and being very fortunate to receive the dime and an easy finish. And there he is playing defense, right place, right time for number 20. Big Reds, Chandler Jackson.
Chandler Jackson's got 12 points on the night.
Making his presence known and felt on the offensive and defensive end. And unfortunate for the Hayden Tabler, caught the ball in the paint, got it up softly, looked like it was going to fall.
Quentin Wilson picking up his third.
As a consolation prize, he will take his pink sneakers to the free throw line. Might have to get him some of those Kurt Rambis rec specs.
Missed the first one. He's still trying to get his first point for the night. A junior, Hayden Tabler. Looks good. Swish. Tabler with his first point makes it 40-31 Big Reds. Easy steal. And
where the high risers rise, Chris Copeland, the 6'3 senior.
Everybody knew that was coming.
Shaking his hand out there. He rocked the rim and maybe rocked his hand a little bit. That's what we all came to see. And now a big defensive play. The energy in this place is awesome.
Nate Rodriguez, offensive foul, picking up his first foul. Notice when we look up in the stands, Coach Green with GW is in the stands, probably scouting the Big Reds. Big Reds played GW on January 18th.
I thought they was coming up here on the stage with us, Joe.
Yeah.
That ball was volleyball tipped a couple times right here in front of the scorer's table.
Luke Anderson picking up his third foul.
It has suddenly got raucous in here, and you see head coach Ryan Leisure a few feet out on the court, communicating with his players, and there is
Chase
Mays makes the first of his 2 free throws, and that cuts the lead to 6 with 1:37 left, third period.
And he gets the home court.
Back
Roll.
to a 5-point deficit, and here comes number 5.
6 points
Quentin
for Chase Mays, 1 minute 30 left.
Left wing, Sutton Stanley, over to Luke Anderson.
Strong man-to-man.
Here's Nate Rodriguez, top of the key. Quentin Wilson, left wing. Drive down the lane, 15-footer, no good. Rebounded Neziah Spencer. Here come the Eagles.
Coach Lazier tell him, come on, push the tempo.
Spencer, right wing, back over to young Copen, young Mr. Copen. Drive down the lane, kicked out, far side, older brother, off iron. Tapped a couple times, brought down by Quentin Wilson, and he's fouled from behind.
Chase Mays picking up his third foul.
That referee right there called that foul so aggressively he almost had to call one on himself. Fouled himself when
When you're driving home, you're like, why's my forearm hurt? Oh, I hit myself.
He slapped himself pretty hard there. Quentin Wilson to inbounds down here to Nate Rodriguez. Neziah Spencer is going to pick the ball up defensively inside the backcourt. Ooh, contact underneath. Here's a three hoisted from the corner. I could not see who that was. Tapped back to the, oh, there's bodies all over the place. Luke Anderson with the rebound out to Quentin Wilson. Big Red's back across half court. Wilson, right wing, going to slow it down a little bit.
20 seconds left in the third period. Rodriguez wanting the ball. Chris Copen out guarding Wilson.
That's a good matchup right there.
Underneath.
Another kicked ball. We might get a state record for kicked balls in here tonight, Joe.
3 seconds left in the third period.
Nate Rodriguez will inbound underneath his bucket. Looking out top to Quentin Wilson for three. Short off iron. All right,
and
Joe.
we're at the end of the third period. Belpre Golden Eagles 35, Parkersburg High Big Reds 40. You're listening to CAS 45, One Community Federal Credit Union. This is Joe Oliverio with Macho Bob Roberts in the house. Looks like we're going to stay here. Hey,
I'm short of breath over here,
we're going to go to a break.
Short break.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and coming soon to Vienna.
Winter, not the time for furnace failure. If it happens to you, one call to 373-5869 will bring a Morrison Pro to your door. I'm David Haas. We are the most trusted name in home comfort, and we're always ready. Morrison Incorporated in Bryant, whatever it takes.
I was out doing this one day, then this happened. Not cool. So I went to Murray's. Talked to Dennis. He rocks. Like, he literally rocks. They got me fixed up super fast, hassle-free. It was awesome. That's why I keep going back. When glass breaks, call Murray's.
And we are back here at Belpre High School with the Big Reds leading the Golden Eagles 40-35. Joe Oliverio here with Macho Bob Roberts. Dishing it around. I think one thing we have noticed is with no school in both counties, Wood County and Washington County the past week, teams really haven't been able to practice, haven't played, and maybe we're seeing a little bit of that with some of the action tonight.
Good ball, and it just will not fall. Another big board in there by Zane Lewis. 2 boards in a row. Back to the top to Nate Rodriguez. Drive down the lane.
White 3, Tabler on a holding foul. That's his second.
Chase Mays to the bench.
Easy dish on an inbound. Easy bucket for Zane Lewis. His 7th point of the night. Pretty even scoring by the Big Reds.
Quick 3 there by A.J. Copen. Another board by
Carson Moore in there strong.
Carson Moore for birdie.
9 points.
A good little tough player down there under the bucket, number 33. And Nate Rodriguez drives in and does what Nate Rodriguez does. He lofts it high off the glass.
Reaching double digits for Nate, 10 points.
7-point lead for the Big Reds. Cross-court pass, Neziah Spencer.
Oh, Moore likes those cross-court passes.
He's fairly accurate with them, too. He ain't thrown one away yet. Zane Lewis, right wing, drive down, tried to go behind the back, ball stolen away. It's loose. Nate Rodriguez picks it up, looks underneath to number one for the easy bucket. Zane Lewis with 2 buckets in a row. That's 2 buckets and about 3 rebounds in the last minute. Neziah Spencer on the wing, tries to feed it in there to Chris Copen. Not enough.
Isaac Daly, and Coach Lazier's seen enough. He needs a timeout.
Well, and the
5-point lead to start the period all of a sudden balloons to 11.
Yeah, and the first thing you got there, you had the lazy pass from Neziah Spencer and the inability of Chris Copen to get through the defender to come back to the ball. Easy turnover and run out for the Big Reds. And you're right, that lead just balloons quickly. And with 6 minutes and 6 seconds left, Belpre needs to.
They almost need to slow it down and see what can happen here. Belpre's season's been kind of interesting. They started the year with 4 wins, and then they've lost the last 5. So I know he's trying to avoid that 6th loss in a row. That starts to mess with your psyche, starts to mess with your shot, trying to keep the kids motivated and everything else. And like we already said, the Big Reds, they've been on the road the entire season. They don't come home until the 18th of January, which I believe is Friday, maybe?
Here come the Big Reds back to the court. Looks like we've got Zane Lewis, we've got Isaac Daly, we've got Nate Rodriguez, and we've got Chandler Jackson and Luke Anderson.
So 4 of the starting 5 except Q Wilson.
And for Belpre, underneath there you see Carson Moore. You see 24, Chris Copen. You see 13, Hayden Tabler. And then down here inbounding the ball, we got Neziah Spencer to Malik Curry.
Malik's been playing pretty good with 4 fouls.
And they're a different ball club when they've got Malik Curry in there with Neziah Spencer. 2 ball handlers out front really helps. Into the paint to number 24, Copen. Strong move. Fouled on the floor. Buckets waved off.
Fouls on Zane Lewis. His 3rd block.
Malik Curry to inbound underneath the bucket. 5:48 left. 11-point lead, Big Reds.
Oh, dish it to him. He's right there.
Carson Moore, left wing, drives down into the paint, puts up a little hook shot. Nice soft. Looked like Ben Crenshaw just rolling it over the edge, Joe.
Double digits for him tonight, 11 points.
Zane Lewis tried to draw the charge there, but the ref wasn't buying it.
Nate's doing an awful lot of talking tonight.
I don't think that's unusual, though, Joe.
I don't think so either.
All right, here come the Eagles.
Play ball.
Malik Curry approaches the half-court stripe. Picked up by Isaac Daly. He pulls a 3. Rims out. Nate Rodriguez with the board. He's running out. He's looking deep. He's going to take it all the way to the bucket. Right-hand finish, and it goes.
Good.
Here comes Carson Moore. And it is getting.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
There's, I don't know what the word I'm trying to think of.
Helter-skelter?
Yeah, helter-skelter would be the proper word, I think.
Zane Lewis picks up his 4th foul.
And this will be Hayden Tabler. Chase Mays inbounding underneath. He's going out deep to Chris Copen out near the half-court stripe. And this is your offense right here. Let's see if Mr. Copen can create something here for himself or one of his teammates. Back up top to Malik Curry, pulls a 3.
Wants that again.
Yes!
Swish. 7 points for him in this half.
Back to single digits, 50-42 Big Reds, 4:45 remaining. Here's Nate Rodriguez down the lane. Nice dish. Chandler Jackson with the charge. Chase Mays draws a charge underneath. And just like that, the Belpre Golden Eagles are trying to claw their way back in this game. Neziah Spencer comes out. A.J. Copen back in. Copen inbounds Malik Curry. Back to A.J. Copen. A.J. at the top of the key. Brother Chris Copen on the right wing. No screen set there. Over to Curry. Pulls the three. And a little long on that one. Fight for the ball. Scrap for the ball underneath. Held ball.
Belpre ball on the possession.
It's going to be Chase Mays inbounding underneath. He shoots it into Chris Copen. back to Mays underneath. Long three. A.J. Copen from the corner. Brought down by Nate Rodriguez. Good positioning and good springs to get up there and get it. And he's going to the bucket again. Nice dish to Quentin Wilson. Trapped in the corner here. Quentin Wilson and Nate Rodriguez got the trap.
Got a timeout, Belpre. Official right there. A couple of the Big Red players did not think he got the timeout in time, but he's right there by the coach. You can hear the coach ask for the timeout. Like you said, there's a two-man trap. Sidelines got him pinned.
I thought we was going to get in the action there.
Put me in, coach. Put me. Nah, I don't.
I'd make it 1 or 2 trips down.
I'll tell you what, as tight as this court is, sometime we need to get a camera shot when Coach Leisure and Coach Wilson, they're actually in their coach's box, but they're standing beside each other.
Side by side.
Like it's almost a shoulder and shoulder kind of thing. Like, I'll work this end, you work that end. That's how tight it is on the sideline here.
All right, Joe, here we are. It's an 8-point lead for the Big Reds, 50-42. We got 4 minutes, 7 seconds left. I can't see the fouls. Are we in? Who's in the bonus? 3 and 1.
Big Red, yeah, it's 3 and 1, so we're a couple away from that. Malik Curry has 4 fouls for the Big Reds. Chase Mays has 3. Zane Lewis for the Big Reds has 4. Q Wilson and Luke Anderson each have 3. So we've got some people in foul trouble, and if they keep playing with this high-paced, fast-action game, that's probably going to start to foul out some people.
Yep. Here comes Chris Copen. He's going to inbound this. Looks like he's going to inbound to the backcourt to his younger sibling, A.J.
Almost got that picked again. Carson Moore in his corner.
Yep, he loves it down there in that corner.
And we've got a held ball. They were working that sideline trap hard.
And there's why you said it's always difficult to get this ball in on the tight sideline, get this thing inbounded.
Throws it deep in the back. Quentin Wilson bringing it up.
Over to Luke Anderson.
They're in our blind spot here. Carson Moore putting on D.
Over to the corner. Nice dish into
Easy
Quentin
dish
Wilson.
to Wilson.
Left-handed finish. Luke Anderson with the seeing eye pass. He threaded the needle for an easy finish for Quentin Wilson.
Isaac Daly picking up his first foul. Team number 4. So the next one will be shooting. Isaiah Spencer enters the game, coming in for Chase Mays.
23, A.J. Copen to inbound.
3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Big Reds 52, up by 10 over the Golden Eagles.
Malik Curry down to Carson Moore. And I'm sorry, that was A.J. Copen in the corner.
There's
Carson Moore in the other corner. And that ball is out of bounds to Parkersburg. 10-point differential, 3:20 remains. Neither team in the bonus. Chris Copen picks up Quentin Wilson. Wilson down the lane, dishes underneath, back to the wing. Little acrobatic effort there by Isaac Daly. Looked like he drew the foul, and he's going to get himself a couple free throws.
Carson Moore picking up his second one. Like you said, Isaac Daly's going to get 2 free throws. Going to try for his 6th and 7th point. See what he can do. There's number 6. I think 7's in his future. Lucky 7.
He's going to make it.
Okay. Swish.
Swish. All right, here come the Eagles. Down 12. Need to make a move here soon. There's Malik Curry. Not the move you wanted to make, and that ball's wrangled by the Big Reds. And back to their end of the court. Here comes Isaac Daly again. Ball tapped out of bounds, and this is coming back to Belpre. Maybe lost that one off his knee.
Lost that one off.
Foot or something.
It looked like he was trying to get it in the corner, and it just. Well, Coach Green has seen enough. He's on his way back to Charleston. And he's probably saying, I'm glad we're playing these guys on a big court.
No doubt about it. This has been absolute chaos.
Carson Moore picking up his 3rd.
Chase Mays back in. Malik Curry back in. Neziah Spencer. Chris Copen and Hayden Tabler, the 5-4 the Belpre Golden Eagles. Here comes Nate Rodriguez across the half-court stripe. He's going to drive down the lane, dish underneath. Kicked back out to Rodriguez at the top. Calling for a screen, not going to get it. Back to Daly, top of the key.
And Coach Wilson wants a full timeout. So we're going to stay here with you. We've got the Big Reds leading Golden Eagles 54-42. Game went tied at halftime, separated, got it back to 5, and that's where we're at right now, a 12-point lead. If you like basketball, come out tomorrow night. Parkersburg High School is at Parkersburg South. The girls varsity teams from both ones. Varsity game kickoff 7:30-ish, and that's on Tuesday, January 14th. We talked earlier about the amount of snow days that have been in the valley, et cetera, and that's kind of impacting practice. And we've seen the ball just kind of hit the rim and bounce a lot for both teams. So hopefully they'll be able to do that. They just announced the Belpre Athletic Boosters are having their meeting this week. So take a lot of time on these breaks to kind of do that. We also want to recognize one credit union for Community Federal Credit Union for sponsoring us on CAS 45.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes, 21 seconds left. 12-point deficit for the Golden Eagles. At what point do you just start hoisting threes, Joe?
Well, and the Belpre bench is pretty thin. They've played as many as they can.
Malik Curry's been hot here in the second half on the three-pointers. I believe it's about time to come down and take some quick ones and see if you're either going to get back in it or you're going to get way out of it.
I see the Big Reds just kind of move the perimeter for the next 2 minutes. They're in no need to rush the ball to go in there, especially with the size of Copen.
Quentin Wilson at the top, trying to shake down Chris Copen, unable to do so. Left wing.
Isaac Daly out front, he's wanting it hard.
Nate Rodriguez, dish underneath. Nice finish by Daly. That was a good look by Nate Rodriguez. Well played. Well played, little two-man game. Here's Malik Curry. Tries to get himself a shot. Nowhere to go with it. Cross court to Hayden Tabler. Down in the corner back to Hayden Tabler underneath. There's Chris Copen. Swatted away by Quentin Wilson. And you can see the frustration on Chris Copen's face. Thought he had an easy finish there, and the ball's just stripped away. And Copen, the brother of, what's the Copen kid's name, the baseball player?
Kurt. Yeah. Quentin Wilson picks up his 4th. He's trying to figure out how did he foul. He jumped over the guy. No, it's on that way down that he got him.
Anyhow, Chris Copen's older brother plays pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Took a hard line drive to the face this week, but we're hoping for his full recovery. And Chris Copen has signed a baseball scholarship of his own. I'm not sure to what school. but he is a baseball player as well. I believe the pitcher.
Coach Wilson wants a timeout.
That sounds right, doesn't it? Patrick Copen.
Yes, Patrick Copen played baseball
that
at
sounds right.
Cadigan at Marshall.
Yep, that sounds right. All right. This one's gotten a little bit out of hand. 14-point lead, 1 minute, 7 seconds left. It's going to take a monumental effort here as
Belpre played at the Big Reds Fieldhouse 2 years ago, and they kind of agreed to kind of return the favor. That's what brought the Big Reds over here into Washington County and Belpre High School. So Big Reds decided, hey, we'll just return the favor. We'll come over there and play. You came to our place. So that's kind of worked out well for everybody.
And what looks like an easy matchup on paper has proven to be anything but easy, as the Belpre Golden Eagles have proven to be quite scrappy, quite resilient, and effective at using this smaller court as an advantage. Nate Rodriguez left wing, looking for somewhere to go with it. Quentin Wilson underneath, good right-hand finish.
The sad thing is the final score is not going to be indicative of how close a contest this was.
Good word.
Contest?
Indicative. And some heavy pressure from Belpre with the press. It's going to be too late. Ball stolen away by Chris Cope, and here he comes for another.
Little bump.
And you can see the athleticism of this Copen family. I'm excited to see what AJ Copen grows into here as he progresses through his high school career. If he's anything like his brothers, I'd say he's going to be a good one.
I don't know why we're fouling with 17 seconds left. But Zane Lewis is going to pick up his 5th.
The fact they're still fouling, Joe, that's indicative of their competitiveness.
I'm on the wrong number 1. Can you believe that? So Chase Mays picks up his 4th. Zane Lewis for the Big Reds gets to stay in the game.
Looks like Nate Rodriguez is going to be able to dribble this one out over to Quentin Wilson, and he will just hold ball. And that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it like you said. 58-44. Big Reds over the Belpre Golden Eagles. One Community Federal Credit Union, our chief sponsor tonight, right here on CAS 45. I'm Joe Oliveria. I've been with Macho Bob Roberts. Basically, what did we see? We saw a lot of action, a lot of things in the middle, a lot of scoring, even scoring across the Big Reds. Lewis, and these are all unofficial results naturally, but Lewis has about 7-8 points. Daly, 2-4-6-9. Quentin Wilson, 10. Chandler Jackson, 2-4-6-8, 13. Nate Rodriguez had 6 in the first half, 6 in the second half. So, and then over on the Belpre side, the big one was Chris Copen, 2-4-6-8, 10, 12 points. And Carson Moore in the reserve role coming off the bench, 2-4-6-8, 10, 11 points.
Yep, that's
last minute thoughts, my friend.
Hey, I'm giving my player of the game to Chandler Jackson from PHS. He did everything in the box score. He played defensive end, he played offensive end, he scored, he got rebounds, got loose balls, dished out some assists. My player of the game for Belpre goes to Chris Copen. What an amazing athlete, just like his older brother Patrick Copen and his father, younger brother AJ Copen. And we're going to give an honorable mention to the golfer Carson Moore.
Carson Moore coming off the bench.
4-3 from the corner.
Tell you what, I like to see this, and our cameras are starting to rock down, but ball players gone over in front of the student section at Belpre. Bands play in the alma mater. And it's a great way to close out a night. 2 great competitors. So thank you for being with us. CAS 45. And I'll see you tomorrow night over at Parkersburg South for the girls game. Once again, Joe Oliverio, Macho Bob Roberts. Have a good evening. Everybody be safe going home.
United we stand.